Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Pick a number now between 1 and 5. I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. You can have more than one number if you like. If you're new, subscribe and be live and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to the board and see what the cards have to say for this week. Alrighty, I'm closing my eyes. We're doing card number 1. Okay, it's like being on a precipice. There's something new, but what is it going to be? And there's sort of some degree of hesitancy here about jumping off. That's okay. You don't have to make a decision. Maybe you'll go away and leave it for another day or another week or another month. But how long do you want to put it off for? That's the question I have for you. You can jump off the precipice, and that shock, if you like, of jumping off will help you sprout wings and fly. Or alternatively, there's water underneath and you could sink to the depths of the ocean in your subconscious. But you could also find some hidden treasure there. So I see it as, even though there are risks involved, whichever way you go, I do see that there's some silver linings, if you like, in your experience, that the experience might be priceless because you might get something that you can't put a price on. Let's have a look at card number 1. Oh, this card keeps coming up today, Queen of Pentacles. I don't know how many times it's come up. You need to take action on something involving your finances, but this energy really helps you. This can be somebody who is very astute in business or with their finances. Often she works from home, or he works from home, if you like. Might be working on the internet, for example. There's also some degree of honesty here in this, and some degree of generosity. Often this energy, may help other people as well, whether it's as like some sort of mentor, perhaps, or teaching others what she knows. She's often quite loving as well. And, you really can't go wrong with this energy. Okay, so let's have a look and see what number 2. She's an intelligent woman, and she'll share her intelligence too. I must say, there's a feeling of security, stability, and when she deals with other people, she imparts that security and stability. So that's how she can help other people. Alrighty, now number 2. Closing my eyes now, I see a window. The window is opening. The window of opportunity is opening this week. If you pick card number 2, what can you grab with both hands? Okay, have a look. A lot of green grass. Does your grass need cutting, by the way? But green is good for growth and development. It's also good for growing your money. The card that comes up is the 6 of Wands. You may receive accolades or approval from others. You may receive respect from others. You may receive their love. Okay, blue and green. They used to say in the old days it shouldn't be seen unless there's a colour in between, which is quite, rubbish, really. So it's like these two opposites. You bring them together and you knit them into something that is uniquely you, and other people recognise that there's some talent here. Well done, you. The 6 of Wands, spiritual, inspirational, and you probably motivate other people. All right, so now we're doing number 3, Dark Angel, the big black wings. Okay, Lucifer. Now, if you've picked number 3, be careful that you don't get romantically or otherwise, but it's probably romantically involved with someone who's like a dark angel. It could be, he's a good person, but he had these things happen to him when he was a child or whatever, that kind of story. But look, do you really want to get tied up in that? It's a thing only you can answer. The same thing with people in jail. Do you really want to get tied up with somebody who's about to go to jail or is already in jail? It's your life, you lead it. The card that comes up is the Four of Cups. Okay, there's some sort of, and this is usually to do with romance because of the red rose down the bottom here. There's likely a very spiritual connection with somebody, and you connect on a really deep level, but there's also some sort of despondency or sadness around that. Spirit is offering you some sort of chance to step out of this sort of pattern. You probably can't see on your monitor there or your device, but there's actually a lot of butterflies buzzing around her head. These are new ideas about how to improve your emotional life so that you feel better. If you're tied up with someone, see there's grey in the background, that's sort of very dark. You know, if you're tied up with somebody who is showing any signs of darkness in their behaviour towards you or others, it is a red flag, really. And even though you may have deep love and this spiritual connection, you know, it's going to bring sadness in some way. So I'll leave that to you to decide whether that's for your life. Maybe you can get some learning, you know, have some experience, get some learning. Maybe it can catapult you to another level of reality. Only you can decide that. Okay, number 4. What do I see? The tyres go round and round. Okay, vehicles moving forward. If you do have a car, check your tyres, your battery. It's a great time to have your car put in for a service. Mercury retrograde sometimes does things, weird stuff to your car. So do be careful of any sort of mechanical problems. Your car may need a service. Okay, and that's until the 14th of May, and then there's a week or so of what's called shadow period after that, when the retrograde energy is gradually coming off. The card that comes up for number 4 is the 3 of Cups. Okay, it's time to go out and have a fun time. You could have some sort of contentment or just some great fun coming to you with people that are quite different to you, but you're all in the fish's mouth together. So this is like the subconscious. There is a connection between you, even if you don't normally socialize together, or you're quite, you know, radically different. Okay, you could go out and have a good time regardless. So go for it. Okay, 3 of Cups. Introduce new energies into your life. If you're having difficulties with something, if you bring in another energy through somebody who's quite different, it gives you a different perspective to view the problem. Okay, number 5 is alive. What do I see? I'm in the car again. Looking at the windscreen wiper going back and forward. There could be some external circumstances outside in the physical world that are not looking great because, you know, there's a bit of drizzle here. It's not really oh yes it is, it's coming down now. Send her down, Huey. Yes, so a bit of rain. Sometimes this indicates tears or some sort of storm, emotional storm going on in your life, but still you move forward. And then I see like a caterpillar. Yes, you know, it's some farm equipment. It's got those conveyor belt tracks, you know, those tracks that it rolls on, so it can do a great amount of work. So you can get a lot of spiritual work done, or maybe even physical work too. Even though it's not an ideal time in your life right now. If you pick card number 5 and the 5 of Cups comes up, sometimes this indicates a relationship is not working out how you hoped. Here's the rain here I was talking about. 2 cups on this side, 3 cups on that. So there's some sort of distance or separation with another person that you may care about. However, it is a 5. It doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is going to break up or anything, but there is some sadness there. But as a 5, it's sort of halfway through the cycle, so things are still changing and you're moving forward. Okay, so I think this means you're getting a lot of spiritual work done to do concerning your emotions. Maybe a spiritual healer could help as well, or talk to one of our psychics at Absolute Soul Secrets. If you have a look at their profile, there's some who are very much into spiritual healing. Okay, so that's it for this week. Interestingly, there's no major arcana. These are all minor arcanas. This is the sort of stuff of everyday life. Queen of Pentacles, finances, 1 Wands and 3 Cups. So it could be a fair degree of emotion going on this week. You might be feeling a bit stressed and strained, especially from the lunar eclipse we just had a couple of days ago. And it could be quite emotional, intense, compellingly deep feelings that are coming up to deal with for everybody with the lunar eclipse, and King Charles as well, because that's really not the ideal time to have a coronation, is it? Anyway, so that's it for this week's Pick a Card reading. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate that. Leave a like or a comment, that would be great too, and subscribe and be alive. Thanks again. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.